The show is called The Real Tea. It's a weekly show where we're going to spill the tea on what's happening in the market, go over some of the biggest transactions in Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties. And every single week, our aim is to have an agent on here from all the local agencies in the area to talk about hot listings that they have for the upcoming month and just overall give a market overview of what's going on. So to kick off the show, I'm going to start by going over some of the biggest transactions from the different counties. So the biggest transaction in Mahoning County for the month of May was actually the Tiffany Medical Center over in Boardman, and that was listed and sold at $2 million actually. $875,000. And for Trumbull, the biggest transaction of May was $728,000. That was in Cortland, Ohio. The address is 315 Red Rock Run, and that's actually a pretty big house. That's 3,480 square feet. And to kick it off with Columbiana, the biggest transaction in May was at 1973 Briarwood Lane, and that is $355,000 it sold at. We actually update all of these transactions on businessjournaldaily.com, and you can find it in our print. Every single mid-edition, we publish the largest transactions, and in general, we do every single county in every single print edition, which can also be found on our website. We have a new e-edition we just kicked off, so if you want to find all that information, go ahead on and you can see all of it. So to start the second half of our segment, I wanted to ask you a couple questions, Steve, just to get a market overview and get a sense of what you do over at Berkshire Hathaway. So my first question for you is, how many years have you been working in real estate?
Okay, this July 10th, I'll be 18 years. So yeah, so I have an anniversary coming up.
Awesome.
I've been managing, I'm in my 8th year managing. So 18 years as a realtor, 8 years managing the Berkshire Hathaway Northwoods.
Okay, awesome. So as a manager, what are some of your duties over there?
Well, it's everything from chief cook and bottle washer to, first, I have over 70 agents, so I manage those agents and help them with their transactions. They call it deal doctoring. I come in, I'm called in when there's an issue with a closing or something, or trying to negotiate a contract. Also, recruiting is a big thing for managers. We're always recruiting brand new agents and trying to build up our team like any other team out there. You always try to bring in, new talent and to keep our brand moving forward. When we get new agents that haven't done anything before, I help train those, provide mentoring for those, and for the agents. We just try to stay on top of everything, stay in connection with corporate, because we are a pretty big company. 2,000 agents between Eastern Ohio, Western Ohio, and Eastern PA.
Wow. Yeah, that is a pretty big agency. So let's say someone was interested in becoming a real estate agent, what are some of the steps that they could take to do that, since you had just mentioned that a lot of people are doing that career change with everything going on right now?
Right. So it requires 120 hours of school work, technically. A lot of that's all online now. So normally that costs us several different places you can go. Normally the price on that's usually around $1,600 to take the classes. But we have a special with Berkshire Hathaway that I put the ad on Facebook yesterday, that they can take those classes for $695. So we kind of like invest $1,000 into anybody that's looking to take those classes. So there's ongoing dues and stuff like that, but it's a great time to do that. Anytime is a great time to do that. I worked in the pipe yard and for 28 years. People that know me, I'm not a very big guy, so I had some injuries. And I had friends in real estate that thought I would be good. So I had no sales experience. Got into it 18 years ago and worked very hard at it. And now I manage one of the largest offices in the Valley. So I'm very blessed.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I can tell, like Berkshire Hathaway, I always see their signs out in people's yards, whether that be commercial or residential. So I could tell that you guys are definitely making a splash in the community. So
Well, it's a national, it's not only statewide, local, it's a national, international brand. It's Warren Buffett. So, I mean, very respected brand everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, what are some of the neighborhoods that you primarily work in? I mean, I know it's a national agency, but locally, where are some of the neighborhoods that you work in the most?
Well, I'd say my office would be primarily Trumbull County. I mean, we go up into Ashtabula, we go down into Mahoning County, we go over into in the Ravenna area, stuff as far west as that. But we also have branch offices in the valley. So we have a Boardman office, a Salem office, a Poland office, Stowe. We have an office in Stowe, Cleveland, Medina, stuff like that. But my main agents are primarily Trumbull County and bits of Mahoning County.
Okay. So since there's offices all over, where are the neighborhoods right now in the market that are most heavily sought after?
Well, I would say in Trumbull County, since I know that area better, it's going to be Howland, of course, Cortland always, Champion, areas of Girard. I mean, there's nice neighborhoods everywhere. So primarily those are the ones, Howland, Cortland, even parts of Warren, Northeast, Southeast, Champion, like I said before, and then you're going into areas of Niles and Girard.
Okay, yeah. And then, so because of, everything that's going on and COVID-19, obviously real estate was essential, so they stayed open. But how did the pandemic cause real estate agents and people in your industry to change the way that you guys are conducting business?
Well, I put plexiglass up for my admin. I even have one of my admin that's working from home because her grandmother lives with her and she was concerned about the possibility of taking something home to her. So agents were wearing masks. That's kind of loosened up a little bit. We have the hand sanitizer in the lobby. Like I said, we have plexiglass up for my admin. Agents were instructed to wear masks when they came in. I have a 4,000 square foot office. So some agents have private offices, just like you see me in mine. I'm not wearing a mask. I mean, I have one. If someone comes in and I need to wear it, I need to go out and talk to them and they have a mask on, I put it on. So we're trying to follow everything that the governor has asked us to do. We've got tape on the floor for people to stay back and we wipe down all the common computers. I do that myself. And the conference room tables, I do that every morning. So that because with 70 some agents, they all have a key. They can come in at any time they want to. So if someone comes in at 10 o'clock at night or 6:30 in the morning, you don't know. So just make sure that all the common computers and phones are wiped down every day. We're still doing that for now.
Well, that's good that you guys are taking all those precautions, and it's really good for potential buyers to know that are like in the market, knowing that you guys are taking those steps and being safe, and with open houses and everything. I know that I've seen a couple ads about open houses happening this past weekend and some happening next weekend. So that's good for people to know that you guys are really
right. So we're still we just started going back doing live open houses there, but we're also doing virtual, which is a big thing now. They're live. The agents there walking through the house, talking about the house. They can take questions from the public. So that's the new part of the new norm right now, and that's been successful.
Yeah, well, good to hear that that's been successful and you guys were able to adapt to those different changes that, have been hard to have to do. So really to end the show, I'd want to give you the opportunity to highlight any hot listings that you have or any listings that Berkshire Hathaway would really want to highlight for potential buyers to know about. In any specific area. I know that you guys span, pretty wide. So maybe if you want to hone in on the Trumbull County area, since that's the area the best.
Sure. They can see all of our listings on northwoodrealtyservices.com and go to any of those and see what that also shows where the open houses are too. But we have about 6 houses in Trumbull County alone that are between 300,000 and 700,000 on top end. One I would say would be that's really nice is over in the Bay Hill area, 9380 Bay Hill. Beautiful house with outside waterfalls and has a theater room in the basement and a sports palace in the basement. So any sports enthusiasts would want to see that. We have another one that's over $1 million that's in the Liberty area. that's not in my office.
Mhm.
That's listed over there too. They can find that one on there. That's a really unique, unique home ranch style home. I think that also has a theater area in it too.
When this show is over, we'll obviously have this
Yep.
posted on Facebook.
Yep.
You can find it on businessjournaldaily.com.
Yep.
And I'll have the link available. So people that are interested in looking in that area specifically, or just want to see what's, hot on the market, they'll be able to find that definitely.
That one that's over $1 million is at 3000 Appaloosa. It's got a Hubbard address, but it's a delivery, but 3000 Appaloosa, I think, for 1.3 million. So anyone who lists their house to sell right now, because this area is lacking listings, we will give back up to $10,000 if you list your house between now and July 13th, and it sells later. We're gonna give you back up to 10. There's going to be somebody's going to win up to $10,000 in moving costs. So that's an incentive to get people to list their houses on the market.
You guys do so well. Even your home of the week that you have on businessjournaldaily.com, it's a great hit, and it's just awesome that you guys are, staying on your toes and offering those incentives to people to really help them out. Is there anything else you would want to add in before we close the show today?
I would just say, if there's somebody that is interested in getting into real estate, they could give me a call on my cell, 330-883-3305. And my name's Steve Ferrebee. I'm the branch manager for the Howland branch of Berkshire Hathaway Northwood Realty Services. And if you want to see any of our properties, go to northwoodrealtyservices.com. And if you want to list your house, make sure you click on there for that $10,000 prize.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And on our part too, if anyone wants more information about the real estate transactions I had briefly went over in the beginning of the show, that's also available on businessjournaldaily.com. So great. Awesome. Thanks so much, Steve, for your time
today. Thanks, Maggie. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.